Charleston, South Carolina. Older than America and as salty as the sea. Its waters tell the story of revolutions and wars, pirates and shipwrecks, trade and tourism. Today, some 350 years after its founding, the Holy City is a thriving maritime destination and the country's unofficial capital of Southern culture. No other city in America is built like Charleston. It sits at the intersection of 3 rivers and is connected by 18 bridges. The seascape varies from wide-open Atlantic to scenic rivers to low-country cuts and creeks. Charleston also provides easy boat access to popular islands and beaches, including Isle of Palms and Folly and Kiowa Island. Our tour guide is Charleston native Dotson Geis.
It's, I guess, the constant activity, whether it's water-related or it's a food and wine festival or if it's a ball game. There's always constantly something going on. Born and raised here, I've not explored every little estuary of this beautiful place. So I feel like when people come to Charleston, there's never anything that you can't find something to do.
In 1680, Charleston became the first major settlement in what is now South Carolina. So naturally, this fabulous Atlantic seaport is the state's oldest and perhaps most charming city.
There's no bad view in Charleston. It's 360 degrees of beautiful. The best way to see it is by boat, and not just any boat. How about the Aviara AV32 with twin Mercury 300s? With plenty of comfy wraparound seating and no obstructed views, it's basically a floating living room with Charleston up on the big screen. Cruising southeast along the Ashley River, the water narrows as we reach the first historic landmark.
We just came into Old Town Creek. This is kind of a little local hot spot as far as Charlestown Landing. So it's a historical monument. It's kind of a set-up park to show you kind of what the Pilgrims and the original settlers were like. So you got some setups up here, old fort basically, and some knolls up there. It's kind of cool with cannons. Right now we're gonna come up to a pirate ship, a replica of a pirate ship.
Like a fiberglass time machine, the Aviara AV32 cruises from Old Town Creek back into the Ashley River, where ancient cypress swamps and salt marshes lead to the bustling heart of a modern metropolis.
We're downtown Charleston, so the peninsula's behind me. Basically, this is like Marina Row. So you got tons of restaurants, marinas. It's kind of the point of Charleston where it's inside the harbor, so it's protected.
The visuals just keep coming. The Arthur Ravenel Bridge and its 186 feet of clearance. The USS Yorktown, the World War II aircraft carrier that clocks in at 888 feet.
Now we come across the Charleston Harbor and we're gonna visit one of 2 forts. So this is Fort Sumter. So these are 2 forts that would shoot across the harbor from each other to prevent any enemies from coming through our shipping channel. So we'll get around the corner here and you'll see the port windows where the cannons used to come out and around. So if you're in Charleston, it's definitely a must-have. At least come by and see it.
For the final stretch, we pass sandy shoals and shrimping boats attracting all kinds of life. To Charleston Battery Park. Once a defensive seawall for a war-torn city, it's now a popular scenic promenade.
One of the most iconic parts of Charleston is the Charleston Battery, which is right behind us as we're passing. You'll see these beautiful waterfront homes, all have a little bit different architecture, but still have that southern drawl to them. You see the beautiful palmettos as you go across, but you can see this big seawall that we've raised over the years as Charleston's slowly sinking. But this is one of the picturesque places you see, cobblestone streets, downtown peninsula of Charleston, South Carolina.
Cruising by boat provides access to all sides Charleston, from highbrow to low country.